Hello everyone, this is Chris with StickerFab.com. Crypto is sucking today and so are stocks, so it's time to make another video, another install. If you can see right here, this is the after. I have tinted the side markers. You can still see them back there. They're orange. Probably show some pictures at night of them lit up and a light shining at them just to show you guys that you can still see them. If it catches the sunlight, you can see that red reflecting inside of there. So that is the after, but here's the before on this side. Let's see, stock over here as well. So let's go in the house. Let's head over to the vinyl room. What I have to do is print out the other side. We'll do some dark smoke. I was going to change the DRL bars to another material, but I thought, you know what, let's go get the side markers done. Now, this only fits the vehicles equipped with LED taillights because the stock halogen taillights, they have a different casing. So if you guys want to reach out to me, I'm probably going to buy those so I can get a template done. But for right now, this just fits the LED equipped vehicles. All right, so we put our dark smoke on there. We got our template. Came from there. Let's go. Be sure to say hi to Puppy. Hi, Puppy. Hi, Puppy. All right, so we're starting at the front. I already got my microfiber, got some cleaner. Of course, this is a lens, so I never hesitate to use something like window cleaner on it. I just try not to get that on the paint. Okay, making sure there's no bug guts or anything in here. Get it off. What I'm going to do is a dry install and a wet install. It's a small piece of vinyl. That's why I'm doing a dry install. Optional is to have a squeegee around. Sometimes you can do it with your fingers. It's just kind of hit or miss. The squeegee allows you to put nice even pressure on it. It comes with some of our kits, especially if it's a big piece of vinyl. So I'm lining up this corner and then gonna run it straight down this edge. Now I could use my fingers to push it. Sometimes, if the alignment is off, I just force the alignment down here, take this back off, realign the top side. Let's try to push everything out. Push everything down. And you can see right at the bottom there, a little crimp. Let's push that right out. So if you do a wet install, I'll show the back. You will need to use some light heat. Don't burn yourself, don't burn the vinyl. That's my rule of thumb. So if it's too hot for you, it might be too hot for the vinyl. But because this goes slightly around the edge, it either has to be dry when applied, or if it was wet, you're gonna have to dry it out, probably with a little heat. The heat does a couple things. It evaporates that water, but it also makes the adhesive on the back of the vinyl pretty sticky. And it can stretch it if you put force while it's heated. There we have it. There's the front. So you can see the orange like deep in the corner there, but normally you're gonna view it from this angle, so you won't see it at all. Let's head to the back and we'll do a wet install. All right, I hope this one comes out. We're shooting it kind of at a weird angle because of the glare on the other side. I've already cleaned that off. I'm gonna keep my squeegee in hand. Again, you can do it with your fingers. It's just a little bit easier with the squeegee. And normally I'd say get a cup of water, mix in a little dish soap or hand soap even, and then apply it to the back of this, and that'll get it nice and soapy. you'll be able to stick it and then kind of move it around slightly, get that heat, dry it back out, and once it's in position, and kind of squeegee it out with your fingers, because your fingers won't damage this vinyl, or use that felt tip squeegee. Since it's kind of a process for me to go get it, I'm just gonna lick it like a stamp. I've been doing this like forever. I'm gonna start at one corner, line that up. Then go down the easiest route, which is this long, straight, vertical back. Lay it down. You can see right there, there's a little bubble, little crease. I'm just gonna pull it back up, and because it's wet, I can do that. I can pull it back up easily without digging my nails in anywhere. There we have it. It was wet, not too wet. So don't make the water really soapy, or this is just gonna slide around forever. Then you're gonna take a lot of heat having to dry it out. So the minimum amount possible. Then on the back side, that's where I'm pushing the extra vinyl down around the edge. And if it's really wet and soapy, you're gonna have to dry it out, heat it up before it sticks. I'm like right on the edge of where it doesn't need to be heated up. I can tell that it is a little wet, so I'm having to massage it just a little bit. But in general, it looks pretty good. There's really not anything there, but I'm gonna hit it with that squeegee real quick. It's actually looking pretty good. It was super hot this morning. There was like direct sun on it. It was way harder to install the other side than this side. So now I'm doing it in the afternoon. Let's take a once look around the vehicle. All right, I was gonna start with the inside, but as soon as I opened the doors, these side markers came on along with the other lights. I thought it'd be good to show you guys that you can still see it. So here are the DRL light bars and the side markers. This vehicle's all stock. I did have a supplier send me some lights, and we're probably gonna get those mounted up here, get it wired into our auxiliary switches. But yeah, this vehicle's all stock. There's just vinyl on it. So it's gonna look a little bit different than a vehicle on the lot. Of course, really sandy in there, sandy there. But we got that door protection on there. We got a Bronco inside there. I will hop on the other side to show you guys my setup inside. Bronco on the back. The protection here, customer did ask if we could put protection all up in here because there's little scratches. I've only had like a couple boxes in here, but it's scratched up. So if you guys like to, you know, daily your vehicle, yeah, you want to go off-roading, but you don't want it to look like a mess, because it is, you know, anywhere between $30,000 to $60,000. This vinyl can kind of go a long way to help you protecting your investment. What I have here is a Scosche mag mount for the phone. Yep, there we go. What I did is, as soon as I got this, I cut a little piece of Gorilla double-sided tape, like the 20-pound kind. I pretty much took off what Scosche had and just replaced it with that, and it's been holding really well because this is a textured surface, so kind of hard for normal like VHB 3M to stick onto there. So you want to know how hot it was this morning or today? So hot that this is the first time this guy's fallen down. I do kind of want to get a mount for this radar detector that goes right there on the back of the mirror, and we can use the power wire, tap into that for power instead of run this all the way down. Of course, this is an off-road vehicle, so it doesn't bother me as much. Lux package, so it does have the USB-C and the normal USB right there. As soon as I got this, I'm a big stickler on having dash cams just because you catch so much crazy stuff. You gotta protect yourself sometimes. And then you gotta post on social media all the crazies you see, of course. So we ran that all the way up here. I mean, I did this in the dealership parking lot. I ordered it on Amazon. It's an XR camera. I've got some more expensive one on my more expensive vehicles, but it works pretty well. Just mount it up there behind the mirror. This is my line of sight. The phone sticks up right around there, so you really don't see it. It's not blocking any of your view, just blocking a little bit of the hood. But other than that, I love this vehicle. I have other vehicles. I've had more expensive vehicles before. I've been fortunate enough to own stuff like that. I've got the Defender 110X over there, but I love this. I mean, this thing probably gets driven the most. The Defender mainly gets driven when we have to go fast with a lot of people. We need 7 seats or whatever, but the Bronco is really fun for Florida. We just moved down here a few months ago. We love having the soft top. I know you guys hate the soft top because of the saggy windows, but it's just easy to fold back. And then it rains and you just fold it back forward, or it gets too hot for you to handle, you just fold it back forward. So, oh yeah, we have the Bronco overlays right here too. I will be working on a lot of stuff. We've got to do the hood overlay. I toyed with a couple designs. Probably gonna do a matte black American flag right up in this area. If you look, I tried to do it like the 110 style, where it has this notch, but it just looked weird. Obviously, this is flat across the front, so the American flag might look okay in something like that, but on this it's just too curved in this area. They have this line and then it curves in a little bit more and then it finally goes straight, so we'd have to have it like way over here. I just didn't think that'd look right. Anyways, send your ideas. I'm always looking for new stuff to do. Thanks a lot for watching this video. StickerFab.com. Like and subscribe.